Hey everyone, today we continue Jesus' encounter with a possessed man. The spirits pleaded with Jesus many times not to send them out of the region. A large herd of pigs was feeding on the hillside. "Send us into the pigs," they begged. "Let us go into them." And Jesus gave them permission. So the unclean spirits came out and went into the pigs. Then the herd of about 2,000 pigs rushed down the cliff into the lake and drowned. Those who tended the pigs ran away and told the story in the city and in the countryside, and people came to see what happened. They came to Jesus and saw the man who used to be demon-possessed sitting there, fully dressed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. Those who had seen what happened to the demon-possessed man told the others about the pigs. Then they began to plead with Jesus to leave their region. And while he was climbing into the boat, the one who had been demon-possessed begged to go with him. But Jesus wouldn't let him. Instead, he said, "Go home to your own people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has shown you mercy." The man went away and began to proclaim in the 10 cities all that Jesus had done for him, and everyone was amazed. So today we're picking up the story of the Gerasene demoniac. I've been calling him Gary. And we talked yesterday about the importance of naming your demons. But what's next? Where do they go, even if we are able to somehow cast them out? Well, here they go into some seemingly suicidal swine. Now, I think it's important to point out that Jesus does not hate pigs. This is what Legion wants. This is what these demons want to do. Presumably, I would think, to cause more destructions, right? A herd of 2,000 demon-possessed pigs could cause a lot of problems. But what we see here, that evil, as always, defeats itself in God's presence. Evil is self-defeating eventually. That's how God makes it happen. And so what I think this means for us is that we don't have to pass on our worst habits. It's not inevitable. Like Gary in the story, you can return to your community, even though sometimes community may not be so sure. Right? They're afraid when they see him sitting there in his right mind. I mean, isn't that crazy? I think the truth is that we like our divided society. Jesus is upsetting the social order by letting the crazies back in. Right? We think we need our outcasts so that we know who has God's approval, which is always us, not those people. But what we see is that Jesus doesn't get rid of people. He frees them from what holds them back so that they can become part of community again. So whatever demons you're facing right now, they are not who you really are. You are a beloved child of God, made in the image of God. And Christ is always working to remind you of that fundamental truth. When we know that, though, Jesus calls us to tell others about the mercy that we've experienced. Grace sets us free so that we can extend grace. So, what healing have you had, and who needs to hear it?